Live from FedEx Forum, this is The Odds Couple on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Here's Rob Fisher and Lang Whitaker.
Hello, good people.
Welcome. Fish.
Single. Welcome to Odds Couple, Monday edition of the program.
It's all right.
Oh, man. Great stuff. That we got today.
Banter.
We had some great banter heading into the show as well. Happy to be with you. Happy to be wearing my new Sounds gear. I went to the den last night.
I thought that was Ole Miss stuff.
No. I went to the den, got my new gear. So check this out tomorrow night.
I like it.
When you head on down. Yeah.
No, not tomorrow. Well, tomorrow night they're not wearing that gear.
No, but you can get it in the
team.
If there's any left.
If there's any left.
We stopped by yesterday to try and grab the ladies' black jacket, which is nice. The lady jackets are incredible. And they didn't have any in my wife's size, and it was only like 4 left. They're like, yeah, we got some in the warehouse. I don't know when it's coming back, but
popular.
they'll be back.
Yeah.
Popular stuff, yeah.
It's a little too Ole Missy for me.
It is a little Ole Missy.
Yeah.
That's all right.
It's all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
For some people.
I like it. I'm a big baby blue guy, because of what it does for my eyes.
The outfit you had
on them, Rob.
The last night you had
Smolder on
Rob
them.
had on the red blazer and the bow tie.
Yeah.
And the baby blue pants.
Yeah.
I say he looked like the Music Man. I thought we were going to do the 76 trombones in the big parade at halftime.
Yeah, it did look like that. Trying to match the uniform, as I always do. Welcome to the Odds Couple. This is the Monday edition of the program where we recap what happened over the weekend and then take a sneak peek at what's coming up this week as well, plus Monday Night Football action tonight. We'll pick it or park it, and free picks at the end of the show. All that coming your way here on the Odds Couple. Lang Whitaker, how are you, sir?
I'm great. How about them dogs?
How about them dogs? Good. I mean, they're almost as confusing as South Carolina is.
No, not that confusing. We know they're better than South Carolina.
Well, I know we know they're better than South Carolina, but boy, week after week, I felt like I used to know what to expect from them. Week after week.
I mostly do,
and I don't. I'm not sure what to expect.
It's more Carson Beck. You don't know what to get.
Yeah. But he was great.
He had an awesome game. Yeah, after a couple of bad ones.
They kept him upright. And it's kind of that simple.
Didn't have an interception. Ran for his first touchdown of the year. Had a couple of things. I actually, one of my friends one of my neighbors is a Tennessee fan. He has a son, my son's age, so they play together a lot, and they always argue Georgia, Tennessee. So I said, hey, by the way, where are you watching the game? And he was like, why don't you come watch it at my house? And I was like, okay, we'll be civil to each other, right?
Sure.
Georgia and a Tennessee fan watching together. We're neighbors, we're friends. What I didn't know is he'd also invited about 6 other Tennessee fans and their kids over. So when we got there, my son and I were wearing our Georgia stuff. My son had his Carson Beck jersey on. I had hat and shirt and everything. And I was like, all right, I told him, I was like, look, we gotta play this quiet. Like, we don't want to be, too loud about this, especially if things go wrong for Tennessee or us, either way. Like, you don't want to be on the wrong end of things after everybody's had a few beers, second half.
Mm-hmm.
So my son and I ended up sitting together, and we were the second half when Georgia started like taking a belt to the Vols. We were just whispering to each other, "How about them dogs?" Stuff like that, and then Georgia pulled ahead. And the one thing I have learned both that night and on social media since then is the reason Tennessee lost that game was the referees.
Man, I was watching with Tennessee fans too, and that's exactly what happened.
It was the referees. That's the whole reason they lost.
Not the fact that on 2 separate occasions to end the first half and to end the game, you just needed your defense to get one stop. That defense that was so good, and I still think is a good defense, just one stop. You get the touchdown run by Sampson. It's a minute and a half, minute 45 left on the clock. Just don't let Georgia get down in scoring range. You get the ball back to start the second half, and what do? They allow Carson Beck and the Georgia Bulldogs to drive straight down the field, get in the field goal range, tie it back up. And then it's how many, 5 minutes, 6 minutes left in the game? Your defense just needs one stop. Just one. It's still a one-score game. It's 17-24.
But the referees messed it up.
Oh, okay. All right.
There was also there's lots of clips going around on the social media, both on the Twitter and the new Blue Sky.
Blue Sky.
You guys are on the Blue Sky.
I'm not
right?
on Blue Sky.
I'm
I
on the Blue
supposed to be
Sky.
on Blue
CJ's
Sky?
on the Blue Sky.
CJ was on Blue Sky probably before anybody.
I was.
What was the other one? Macedon.
Yeah.
Threads. Like anytime one of these
Jessica's the only
newfangled-
person on Threads.
I'm still
She's killing
hanging
it
in
on
there
Threads.
Jessica's she's a Threads influencer.
She is a Threads influencer.
I'm a Blue
yes.
Sky influencer because I have almost 2,000 followers on there.
Really?
Oh yeah. But Blue Sky's the new thing. Anyway, people on the social media have said like at the end of the first half when Georgia kicked the ball off after they scored, they kicked it back to Tennessee, and they went out the side of the end zone. That is proof the referees were cheating because it should have been the ball in the 35 instead of the 20. According to the Tennessee fans, they say it went out of bounds, not out of bounds in the end zone. And I want to point out, well, Tennessee kneeled on the ball either way. The next play, like it was the last. There was 5 seconds left. They kneeled on it, and that was the end of the half. But that's proof. The Josh Heupel was really mad that there was a face mask in the second half. Remember that when the Tennessee guy pulled the helmet off? Nitro Tuggle, it's a great name. Georgia
Nitro.
wide receiver, Nitro Tuggle.
Great name.
Pulled his helmet off. They say nope. The helmet was not pulled off. It just popped off on its own.
He grabbed him by, I guess, the ear hole, not the
I think
face
it's on
mask.
the side or the back, whatever.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to pull someone's helmet off.
Okay,
But
yeah,
anyway,
whatever.
They say that nope, that didn't happen. There's lots of and the 12-man penalty that happened to Tennessee in the second half.
Get your fat ass off the field.
Yeah, where the guy walked off,
Yeah.
and then Josh Heupel starts screaming, "Run, run!" and it's too late, and he can't get off the field in time. There's a few of those things that were clearly that's why Tennessee lost.
Yeah.
but
Well, it happens.
They didn't get pressure on Bet.
We've
They didn't
always-
force any turnovers.
Georgia,
Well, there's
but Georgia
that
was
too.
able to they rushed 4 almost that whole second half and had Nico jittery. They had it I think they did a good job of collapsing the pocket, getting after him, and they're still dropping everybody. Kirby said something in the morning he was on game day, and I thought it was kind of interesting that no one really talked about. So I can't remember who was interviewing him, and they asked him about not really blitzing tons of guys and stuff, and he was like, "Look, 90% of it." He said 90% of it when you play Tennessee is just getting everybody lined up in time because they hike it so fast that most of the time teams are rushing to get up to the line. Everybody's not set. They don't know who they're defending, and then Tennessee is able to take advantage of it either with a run or a quick pass, that kind of thing. He was like, "Look, it's not the blitzes you run or the coverages you use or whatever. It's just getting everyone there and being organized." And I think that you saw that from Georgia. That they have enough veteran guys to where they were able to do that against Tennessee, and Tennessee wasn't able to take advantage of that, particularly in the second half when they got shut out.
Well, we talked about it a couple of weeks ago. If there was one team in the country who you'd say you would count on in one game, and I think a few of us said Georgia.
Yeah.
Is it still? I mean, I saw what happened last week.
Yeah, I did too. I don't know.
But do you trust them maybe more than Oregon?
Yeah.
No.
Which, I mean, Oregon, they still pulled it off against
They won.
Wisconsin.
They won. They're undefeated.
Yeah.
That's a team I would trust more than Georgia. I think I would trust
Ohio State.
I hate to say it, maybe Ohio State more. I would trust, even though Texas lost to Georgia, I would still trust Texas more than Georgia. It's not very many teams in the nation that I would trust. Like one game, go out there, neutral site, win it, and keep and advance, lose, and go home. It's not many more teams than that I would trust over Georgia. Georgia's a top 5 trust team for me.
All right. We got a lot of things that we'll get into that we learned over the weekend coming in. Our next segment. Also, we'll have some fish nuggets. Excuse me. Coming in our next segment. Who said it?
Oh, who said it?
Who said it's coming your way later on in the program?
Love
The game show that's
Oh, yeah, it
captivated the country.
It's a good one.
Good one today?
I have some bonus clips too.
Oh, some bonus clips.
Bonus
All
who said it.
So we'll have that. Also, we'll take a peek at the action coming up this weekend as well in the SEC. Tigers have a bye week this week, and also we'll look at the National Football League, Monday Night Football tonight with the Dallas Cowboys in action against the Houston Texans. But first, how about some big beats from the weekend? 3 big beats from the weekend. One, how about that Cardinal sin from Louisville? Oh, my goodness. Did you see what Louisville did over the weekend? They were a 20
Fell to Stanford.
They were a 20.5 point favorite against Stanford. And they led by 14 in the fourth quarter, 35-21, and lost 38-35 straight up. 20.5 point favorite against Stanford.
Stanford.
I don't really pay a lot of attention to the ACC football, so I missed that one.
Yeah, that was a conference game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Jeez. That is bizarre.
Stanford's now 2-5 in the conference.
Stanford's not good. They're a big dog again this week. LSU saves Napier, would be beat number 2.
Gosh.
I don't know if it's LSU that saved Napier his job, but if it was teetering, this may have really helped.
Oh, yeah.
Because Florida now is just a win away from being bowl eligible. They still have Florida State on their schedule. Florida now has a good win against a ranked opponent against LSU. And Florida's gaining a little momentum. And maybe more importantly, Florida has covered 6 of their last 8 games. That makes boosters very happy.
Me too, because I want Billy Napier to keep
And
that
I
job
think
for a
anybody in the SEC would want Billy Napier to keep his
but I
job.
will say this. I watched a lot of that game. Lagway's pretty good. He's
Yeah.
a freshman. Like you can see like a year. They were actually talking about how he rooms with Graham Mertz, who's 6 years older than him or something like that. And he was like, Lagway said, like, I just don't have the experience that he has, and haven't been in these situations, and I like being able to ask him about what to do in these situations. There was a couple plays where you could see, like, oh man, like a year or two from now he'll tuck that ball or he'll throw it out of bounds or whatever. But like he's not terrible, and I think like he's the kind of guy who a year or two from now could be one of the best quarterbacks in the SEC, if not the country. And if Napier can just hang on and get him not to transfer.
Right.
They also just flipped Florida State's best quarterback recruit today to Florida.
So he's having Napier is having recruiting success.
Yep.
He got the win at home, and that's the other part of the win, Rob. Is not only is it a ranked win, but it's a ranked win that your fans got to experience in the swamp.
Yeah.
So you got the home win over the ranked opponent, and you're flirting with bowl eligibility. Yeah, he's getting another year. And somebody on here, me, said this dude will be out of here by October. And look at him, getting a whole nother year to keep coaching. Shout out Billy Napier.
I did like to have the guy, the running back Ball is also a freshman. He had a huge game, but they have a receiver, Elijah Badger, who was the favorite of Lagway, apparently. He threw it to him. He had 131 yards receiving. But I was saying his nickname should be the Swamp Badger.
The Swamp Badger.
That's a good name, right?
That's good.
It's a good one for a Florida guy.
LSU absolutely fell apart. And this, from one hot seat to the next.
Classic Nussmeier.
You've got to put Kelly on the hot seat now. Like, what the hell is this?
they?
You got to, don't you?
How much money does he have left? Let's see.
A lot. But this LSU, they get that
They're still
money.
paying Orgeron.
Yeah, they can pay him too. What do you mean? Isn't he? You lose at home
He has a
to Alabama, a team that you probably shouldn't lose to at home at night. You follow that up with a loss to Florida. You were right there for a chance to get to a SEC championship game. You were right there for a chance to get to the CFP. Then you take this bad loss to this is still a bad Florida team. This is not, although them being bowl eligible would be fun, they're still a bad Florida team. You couple that with the losses that LSU has had early in the season. Come on, man. Like, is Kelly, where's Brian Kelly, Rob, on the SEC coaches list? Is he top 5?
He's making $9.2 million this year.
He's paid to be top 5.
Is
sure.
he? But is he, though?
Probably wouldn't rank him top 5. I mean, especially if you're just ranking the job that he's done this year.
I'd put Kalen DeBoer ahead of him, and he's brand new.
So you put DeBoer ahead of him. You put Smart ahead of him.
Yeah, I put Kiffin ahead of him.
You put Kiffin ahead of him. You put Heupel. Okay.
How about
Clark Lee.
Clark Lee.
Clark Lee.
What about Beamer?
Stoops?
No.
No.
Stoops. Venables?
No.
Oh, Mark Stoops.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't put him or Venables. Or Sarkisian would be ahead of him, though, right?
You put Stark ahead of him. So that's 4. So, and I would put Heupel ahead of him, so that would be 5. But Lang has some hesitation on Heupel.
Drinkwitz?
No, I wouldn't put Drinkwitz ahead of him. Speaking of hot seats, Drinkwitz absolutely wasted a bunch of talent this season.
And oversold.
Yeah.
And underdelivered.
Yeah. Insane. So either 4 or 5 is where, or 5 or 6 is where he is.
Yeah.
LSU, by the way, their third straight loss. All of those coming by double digits. All right, number 3. Number 3, we got Go Pack Go. Go Pack. How about that win by the Packers yesterday? Wasn't that thrilling? Over the Chicago Bears. Bears missing the field goal. By the way, I have to stop for a second. I was telling you that there's this guy on the ledge across the street that I can't get out of my focus. He's about to go over the side of the building.
No, he's not.
I mean, he's got equipment. Gear
Is he a
on.
window washer?
He's-
Is it squeegee day?
I thought he was going to jump.
He's put gear on, but he's about to go over the edge. So I got distracted there for a second. I apologize. Anyway, the Packers, they beat the Chicago Bears.
There he is.
The 11
If you're listening, you're doing yourself a disservice. You got to hop on the Grind City Media app and watch this
I thought you
thing,
meant if
man.
that guy was listening. I was just turning the
No.
show off, bro. Like, if you're about to go over the edge, focus on that.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh, no.
I think this is a show that fits a lot of people over the edge. So if he wants to go over
Which
the edge,
college
he should do
football fan base is this guy? Tennessee right now?
it. No.
Auburn? Which one?
Maybe
Florida State.
Maybe Auburn, Oklahoma.
Florida State.
Florida
Dude,
State.
is Florida State ready to jump?
Well, he has on safety year, though.
Who's fake ready to jump?
Yeah.
Who's fake upset right now? Michigan might be.
Tennessee. But they only lost because of the refs.
Yeah, that's true.
Allegedly.
Yesterday, I ran into our friend John Roser, who's on the Thursday show with us every week, and he was telling me about this Bears-Packers game. He was talking about the Steelers game. Never mind. Go ahead. Because he was like, the Steelers game's the most Steelers game ever. If you looked at the play-by-play, it was like field goal, punt, field goal, turnover, punt.
Yeah.
But this one doesn't look much better.
No, but the Packers have now won 11 straight against the Bears, 26 of the past 29 against the Bears, including the NFC Championship game at the end of the 2010 season. It's the longest streak by either team in the rivalry. The Packers also, they haven't allowed more than 20 points in any of the past 6 road victories over the Bears. How about that? That is total domination. Packers.
The Bears
over the
had
Bears.
this game. This is the game I spent. This is the game I spent most of the time I had watching.
This is 2 games the Bears have had.
Yeah, man. They got to find a way to close these things out. They went into halftime with the lead, and it's just, hey, just hold on to the lead.
They had the lead after the third
then they
quarter.
have the lead after the third quarter, and that defense is great. This is another defense as great as it's been all season, and the Bears defense is really, really good. Just one stop, just that last drive, get one stop, and they allow Jordan Love and the Packers to march all the way down the field, man, with very little resistance at all.
Yeah. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll talk about the things that we learned over the weekend in college football and in the National Football League, plus some fish nuggets coming your way.
Nuggets.
Who said it? Coming your way here a little later in the show. We will take a break and be back with more of the Odds Couple here on Grind City Media.
Southland Casino Hotel is helping you navigate to Santa. Win your share of up to $340,000 in free play or a 2024 Lincoln Navigator. Here Comes Santa kicks off November 24th. Get 1 free entry and earn additional entries for weekly Saturday drawings. Don't forget the grand finale drawing on Saturday, December 21st to win up to $5,000 in free play or a 2024 Lincoln Navigator. Win big during Here Comes Santa, only at Southland Casino Hotel.
Must be 21 plus. Play responsibly. For help quoting, call 800-522-4700.
There's no substitute for experience, the knowledge gained from having been there before, and the passion to share what you know to make everyone around you better. It's true in basketball. It's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle. Play hard. Bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by August 31st, and you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
Welcome back to the Odds Couple on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Here's Rob Fisher and Lang Whitaker.
Beautiful day to be scaling the side of a building. Not squeegeeing today, though.
What's he doing, Rob?
What's he got out?
He's caulking.
Oh.
Black caulk or white caulk?
It's white caulk.
Can we see it? Can we show the caulk?
I don't know.
I think some people would love to see the caulk.
Yeah, and I just, there you go.
Oh, that is a big white caulk right there. That is alarming. All right.
Yeah.
But he's strapped in there real good.
Yeah. So he'll be good. So I won't have to worry about him anymore.
No.
All right. Welcome back, everyone, to the Odds Couple Monday edition of the
So wait,
program.
you're not going to keep an eye on the caulk?
I mean, I might,
Okay.
but I'm trying not to.
Okay.
But we'll see what happens. Texas, the Texas Longhorns, they beat Arkansas over the weekend. I have on my note, Texas impressive ? Was Texas impressive?
No, they won, and that's what matters most.
Does it?
Yeah.
I don't know how much just winning matters though.
What do you mean?
Isn't
Because
holding
now
them?
we're trying to figure out who gets what seed and all this junk.
Here's the question I have for you then, Lane.
All right.
Did Tennessee play Arkansas?
Yeah.
Tennessee win or lose? They lost.
They lost to Arkansas.
Winning does matter. So
Sure.
whatever happens with that comparison, you say, all right,
But-
Texas won. That's what matters.
Yeah.
I think holding Arkansas to 10 really was impressive. I mean, Arkansas had one of the best offenses in the country
Some weeks.
coming into this game. Some weeks, yeah, you're right, a little inconsistent. But to hold them to 10 points,
10 on the road.
I think that's,
and
that's an impressive performance. The offense wasn't impressive because they didn't cut the grass.
Oh, yeah, that was a good gamesmanship on Arkansas's part. I thought that was only stuff we were doing in high school.
That's why they didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
They made them a little bit slower, Lane.
It's like one of these
Sound like
Tennessee
Tennessee
fans. Yeah.
No, but listen, man, it's something to be said in avoiding those types of losses. Right. The only reason we were willing to entertain, well, not the only reason, but part of the reason we were willing to entertain a 3-loss Georgia, potentially a 3-loss Georgia had they lost to Tennessee,
We still might lose 3.
going to the college football playoff, is because they've avoided that loss, right? Their losses were to ranked teams that were in the CFP, if I remember correctly, and they had the wins over, in a fictitious scenario, a SEC champion and ACC champion, right? Like, that's why. So avoiding the loss to Arkansas, that's good. It is good. I wouldn't say it's impressive, but it is good. You look at Tennessee didn't do that. Ole Miss didn't do that. So no matter what happens, if Texas ends up stumbling against Texas A&M or what have you, they absolutely have a leg up on those two schools because Ole Miss is sitting there with that atrocious loss on the resume to Kentucky, and Tennessee's got a pretty bad one to Arkansas as well.
I played golf Sunday morning with some Tennessee fans.
How many Tennessee fans do you know for a Georgia Bulldog, Lang? You kick it with them Vols, baby.
I live in Tennessee. They wouldn't let me tell you. I
Find a Mississippi State fan.
No, stop getting more friends.
There's no Mississippi State. I have one Mississippi State fan.
I find more.
But the Tennessee, one of the Tennessee guys was the first to tee off, and on the first hole, as he hit the ball behind him, I yelled, "Go Dogs! Sick 'em!" Got a lot of looks from everybody.
Yeah, they didn't like that.
But I also was wearing my Kirby Smart visor out there too. First thing Sunday morning. Anyway, I told him, I was like, "Look, it's not the loss. The loss to Georgia isn't what kills Tennessee. It's the loss to Arkansas. Like, you got to avoid. Like, Georgia can withstand losing to Ole Miss.
Mm-hmm.
Georgia can withstand losing to Alabama because those are blue bloods, right? Like, those are the ones everyone knows those are great teams, and you barely lost to Alabama. Ole Miss was dominant. That was, okay, yeah, you're gonna miss one of those. But losing that one, I think, was the one that for Tennessee, losing that game to Arkansas, that's the one that kills you. Like, in terms of playoffs and all that stuff and how people are going to look at you.
It's the season when we start comparing schedules and resumes, and this team hadn't played anybody and that team hadn't played anybody. It boils down to, like, do you have a bad loss sometimes on your resume? Indiana is ranked, not because Indiana has beat anybody worth a damn. Indiana simply has avoided bad losses. And that is a skill in and of itself. So when it comes down to the CFP, if you've got the loss to Arkansas, or you got the loss to Kentucky, or you got one of these bad losses to bad teams, if you're Colorado and you're sitting there with a loss to Nebraska on your resume for whatever reason, that keeps you out. It does. Or at best, it puts your fate in somebody else's hands, and you never want to leave fate in somebody else's hands. You want to control fate as much as you can, but fate is uncontrollable, so that was a bad thing to say.
Especially as wacky as the college football committee, playoff committee seems to be, because it feels like it changes every week what they're looking for.
You had a bad loss this week also, so like they need to win their conference to get in.
Yeah.
Like, you can't.
I just think each week it comes to me, when we talk about these bad losses and talk about what it does to Ole Miss and when talk about what it does to Tennessee, do we yet believe in Texas A&M being a playoff team?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
They're a 2.5-point favorite at Auburn this week. Auburn.
Well, maybe they lose and then we don't have to do it.
Then we don't have to. I mean, I still expect them to lose. So if
lose where? To Auburn?
Somewhere.
They got Texas and Auburn, right?
Right.
All right.
Texas for sure.
What if they lose both?
Good. We got rid of them. We don't have to worry about them anymore.
The thing is, there's still going to be 4 teams. You're looking at Texas. Who are the 3? Georgia,
Ole Miss,
and who are the other 2?
Ole Miss and Alabama.
And Alabama.
Although
Alabama in over Tennessee.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, all these like Tennessee. I saw people today. Ole Miss fans are like, now in the new top 25 today, Georgia's ahead of Ole Miss. And everybody's like, well, how can Georgia be ahead of Ole Miss? Ole Miss beat them head to head. I was like, well, so should Kentucky be ahead of Ole Miss?
No, but the records are completely different.
Yeah.
Records are the same with Georgia. No, the records are don't do that. The records are the same.
I'm not doing it.
Those two played head to head.
Ole
Miss is ahead of Georgia.
Okay.
If Kentucky's record was the same as Ole Miss's, Kentucky would be ahead of Ole Miss. But Kentucky has 3 wins. So that's why Kentucky isn't in there at all.
I do think the larger question here is what should be considered is like the college football playoff people are just, and these polls, they're just doing it based on losses. How many losses you have. Not the quality of your loss, not how well you played in those games, not how well you're playing right now. It's just how many games have you lost? We're going to move you to this tier of teams. And they're finally now this week, like by putting Georgia ahead of Ole Miss, things like that, they're actually starting to kind of, it feels like, look at it and be like, all right, we're going to actually try to judge these teams based on how good we think they are or how strong we think they are or how much we trust them.
And I'm fine with that.
Head-to-head, it's stupid.
Thank you, Rob. I'm fine with that being the case, Lane.
So you want Kentucky in the top 10?
If there's no head-to-head, we just explained that to you. Like if they've played head-to-head and the records are the same, whoever won is ahead. Now, that lends itself to a problem, not with Georgia, Ole Miss. That's easy to do. But Georgia, Tennessee, Alabama, I'm curious to know how the CFP does.
You can't do it. There's 3. Too many. Like
it's those 3 in particular. Like I'm curious to see how they end up ranking those teams. I would assume because of strength of schedule for Georgia, which plays a large part, you put Georgia 1, and then who ends up 1 in those 3, and then what you do with Tennessee and Alabama. Do you go to the head-to-head? You go, Alabama beat Georgia. Tennessee, Georgia beat Tennessee. Alabama beat Georgia.
Messy.
It's just those 3. Alabama beat Georgia. Tennessee beat Alabama. Georgia beat Tennessee. Right? Just those 3. We're not talking about Ole Miss. We're only talking about those 3.
But if they all have the same record,
Ole Miss is ahead. Ole Miss is ahead because they got the win over Georgia and they hadn't played the other ones. Right, so now what do you do?
And they don't play anybody else. Like they have the easy schedule.
Okay.
Georgia has the number 1 strength of schedule in the country.
Okay,
so don't you reward them in some way for that?
For losing to Ole Miss, the reward
for losing
the reward would be
everybody else.
The reward would be them being ahead of Alabama and Tennessee. That is their reward.
They're not going to
Texas. They're not going to be ahead of Ole Miss because they lost to Ole Miss. They can't be ahead of Ole Miss. They lost to Ole Miss.
They could be a better team than Ole Miss.
They lost to Ole Miss. They aren't a better team.
No, I think they might be.
They aren't. They lost to Ole Miss. They played. We played this on the field. Head-to-head has to matter. Otherwise, what are we doing? Why are we playing these games with head-to-head? Is not going to matter. It has to.
Has to. It has to be when the records are the same. It has to be the first tiebreaker. Has to. It's head-to-head. We played. The game was played on the field. 2 teams.
Do you think
Must be the tiebreaker.
Do you think Texas A&M is that much worse than Notre Dame? No, Notre Dame lost to Texas A&M, right?
No, Notre Dame beat Texas A&M.
So Notre Dame should be ahead of them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they are.
Records are the same. Notre Dame has a better record.
Notre Dame
has
record.
1 loss.
Yeah.
They got a big game against Army this week.
I know. But they're favored by 14 and a half.
Yeah. All right.
I think I'm going to bet Army.
Let's
Could get a Heisman moment from the Army quarterback also. That would be fun.
Daily?
Yeah.
All right. How about some fish nuggets?
Ooh, I love nuggets.
All right. Navy. What has happened to Navy?
They fell off.
My goodness. Tulane's 35-0 win over Navy was their first shutout against an FBS opponent since 1997.
Oh, wow. That was a good year.
We have some
for you, boy.
breaking college football news. Tom Herman fired by Florida Atlantic.
Yeah.
I forgot he was at Florida Atlantic.
He went after the South Florida coach last week. Remember Alex? What's his name?
Golish.
Golish, yeah, after the game.
Yeah, I saw that. And I forgot what Tom Herman looked like, actually. All right, Arkansas. Dropping to Texas. They fell to 0-5 all time against CFP top 5 teams. Losses have been by 22 points per game.
Yikes.
Georgia, the Dogs, won their 29th straight home game. That's the 3rd longest streak in SEC history.
Huh.
Yeah. Travis Hunter of Colorado became the first FBS or NFL player to have a game with 50 receiving yards, a rushing touchdown, and an interception since Champ Bailey did it for Washington against Arizona on December 24th of 2000.
Another great Bulldog.
And the San Francisco 49ers now have 5 losses by 23 total points. Another heartbreaker yesterday for the San Francisco 49ers.
I turned it off after the Falcons got blown out.
Yeah.
Y'all let Bo Nix look like he's Superman. What the hell was that about?
Falcons screwed me twice yesterday because I think I told Fish about this earlier. They did a 191 collab thing with Outkast. They did a Falcons special Outkast hoodie, and I heard it was coming out. I was told at 9 a.m. they're going to launch this thing. Be ready. You can order a limited edition. 9 a.m. that day, I was ready. Boom, on it. As soon as I put it in my basket, I saw it's $160 or something like that. I was like, man, that's a lot for a hoodie. But it's Outkast, it's limited edition. You know what? I'm just going to do it. This will be a birthday present to myself. I buy it. It's about a month ago. And it said, it'll ship when it's ready. I get it. And then about 10 minutes later, I see people on social media being like, oh, I wasn't fast enough. I didn't get it, all that. Yesterday, I get an email from Fanatics. Sorry, your order has been canceled.
What?
We're going to refund you the money. Which is great. I mean, I'll take the money at this point. But what did I do? I didn't do anything. I got it. It's like I won the thing.
Yeah.
And then an hour later, the Falcons get blown out by the friggin' Broncos. So.
Serves them right. Karma.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kid.
Hootie hoo.
All right, let's take a break here on The Odds Couple. When we come back, we play the game show that is sweeping America. It is Who Said It? That's next.
Who Said It?
That's next here on The Odds Couple on Grind City Media.
Looking for unique gifts and the spirit of Memphis? The Memphis Grizzlies are hosting Grizz Shop Local in the grand lobby of FedEx Forum. On November 30th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., discover a curated collection of Memphis and Mid-South small businesses all in one place. From handmade art to delicious treats, you can find something special for the holidays while supporting the heart of our community. Come join us on November 30th and support Memphis by shopping local.
Can't wait. It's time to get it popping.
It's going to be crazy. The fans are going to be loud. We need just energy.
Yes. Back to Jared for the flush.
We're going to need, the Forum rocking. We're going to need, everybody in Memphis to be out there to come to support.
When the fans are good, we're good. Simple as that.
A Bane 3. Yes, sir. Desmond Bane with ice water in his veins.
We'll ride the energy together.
Justin Timberlake. I'm bringing sexy back. The Forget Tomorrow World Tour. Live in Memphis. Justin Timberlake. FedEx Forum, Saturday, November 23rd. Get tickets now at LiveNation.com. The brand new single Selfish is available to stream and download now. For more, hit up JustinTimberlake.com.
Grizzlies fans, dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but nothing compares to catching them IRL. And that starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight in person. From seeing your favorite Grizzly stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood. Put that jersey collection to use and get tickets at Ticketmaster. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside, Memphis.
Welcome back to the Odds Couple here on Grind City Media. It's a Monday. It's our cerebral edition of the Odds Couple in the smaller studio. I was going to say smaller studio, smaller minds. But no, that's not the way we look at it.
Is my man's cock
bigger
still
ideas, out? Bigger ideas, smaller studio. We're going to do our the new game show that's been sweeping the country, Who Said It? And we've got some great Who Said It's for you guys today.
Fantastic.
Just as soon as I bring them up here, I'm sorry I got distracted by tomorrow's warm-up show on Grind City Media also. Hour before the end. All right, first clip. It's not really a Who Said It.
No.
It is a press conference clip. It's just one I wanted to have us all enjoy together. This was after the Georgia-Tennessee game. Josh Heupel was doing his post-game press conference where he blamed the referees. But before he got into blaming the referees, he was just, wallowing in his loss. And somewhere in the hallway behind Josh Heupel, a Georgia fan's phone keeps ringing, and it's playing the Georgia fight song over and over while Josh Heupel's trying to answer questions. It's just delightful. Can we watch this, please?
It's a good football team. Got to coach a little better. We got to play a little better.
I was doing that on purpose.
David and Chris. Josh, obviously Nico had a unique week. Can you talk about?
Does look at Jacob? You're right. He does look a little boss baby.
Well, there's a lot. Bobby Hill, King of the Hill.
He does look like. Have you seen Grown Up King of the Hill? Grown Up Bobby Hill.
No.
They're bringing King of the Hill back. Bobby Hill's going to be a little bit older.
Anyway, this goes on for about a minute and a half, and the phone keeps ringing behind him, and it just keeps playing the Georgia fight song behind him, which is terrific. All right, here we go. Clip 2. Here's a coach who says, honestly, when we lose, I got like a ritual. I ain't even getting in the shower until early this morning. I just be mad. I just brush my teeth. But it's like, I don't deserve soap. I don't deserve to do all that. I'm just focused on trying to get back and trying to make sure our players know that I let them down, that they didn't do it. I just wake up all night, especially when you lose. You just wake up like, damn, that really happened. Who said it?
Who said it?
Man.
I just be mad. I'm focused on that part.
I had to kind of shorten this because it's a longer quote, but he went on to talk about how after a loss he doesn't shower and his wife won't let him sleep in bed because he smells poorly until he showers.
Okay. Rob, you got anything on this?
No. Trying to think of who lost. Who's a good dirty quote.
Yeah, I can't think of anybody.
I mean, I think of the same people every week. I think that sounds like something Mike Gundy would do. Is not shower.
Did they lose? Did they play this weekend?
They lost. I don't know.
They always lose, but I don't know.
I don't know if they played this weekend.
Yeah.
Drinkwitz?
Nah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Is Dino Babers still around? What's he doing?
I don't know.
Drinkwitz isn't a bad guess.
Let's roll with Drink. We'll roll with Drink.
Dino Babers is at Arizona now. For what it's worth, no, it's not Eli Drinkwitz. Can we play the clip?
Honestly, I got like a ritual. Like when we
Fran
lose,
Brown.
I didn't want to say it
this morning. I just be mad. I just brush my teeth. But it's like I don't deserve soap. I don't deserve to do all that. I'm just focused on like trying to get back and trying to make sure that our players mentally understand and know that I let them down, that they didn't do it. I just wake up all night, especially when you lose. You like wake up like, dang, it really happened.
I just be mad is something a black man would say, and I was struggling to try and figure out, okay, who's a black coach?
There's some white guys who would say that too.
Really? Okay.
You don't think so?
No.
Can't hear like
mate.
Sam. Sam Pittman be like, I'd just be mad.
I feel like they say different things.
Clip 3.
I got you.
How do I do it? I don't know. Ask the coaches. Don't ask me. That's not my job. I play football on the field. I don't call plays for us, so I can't really do nothing. Who said it?
Ask the coaches.
Oh, that's got to be Travis Hunter.
That's what I was just going to say, yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
We're going Travis Hunter.
Let's roll it.
We just got to find ways to finish.
Oh, Jamar.
What do you do? How do I do it? I don't know. Ask Zach. Ask the coaches. Don't ask me. That's not my job.
To finish?
I play football on the field. I don't call plays. So I can't really do nothing.
He's so done.
He is not happy.
Ask the coaches. I just play football.
Checking the fingernails while he's talking. The whole thing is quite a tour de force. He wasn't
Jamar
happy.
Chase. All right. Good one.
He actually threw the coach. He said, ask Zach.
Ask Zach.
Yeah,
not ask coach.
Yeah. He's like,
ask Zach.
He also said something about the kicker missing those field goals, too.
Did
apparently.
he?
Yeah.
Oh, man. McPherson.
That's why we pay him all that money. He's good at it. Something like that. I don't know.
No.
All right. Let's go on to clip 4. Yeah, I don't like to comment on the internal stuff we have going on inside. He did talk to the team, did a great job. I'll say, I should not have called the kid an idiot. That was a mistake by me. But I appreciate him. He's a great kid. He works really hard. Who said it?
Who would call a kid an idiot? Lane would. That's why Nick Saban chewed Lane out that time. He was saying something like stupid players make stupid plays, and Nick Saban lit into him. Stupid coaches call stupid plays. And Lane shut the hell up. But I don't think Kiffin did that.
I'll say I should not have called the kid an idiot. That's such a good line.
What was he like? This is the thing in our society. Was that person being an idiot though? If so, I think you're well within your grounds to call any of these people.
I have extra footage after we see who said this of the incident.
Of the incident?
Yeah.
Oh, so there's an incident. Okay.
Should not have called the kid an idiot.
Well, of the coach calling the kid an idiot.
Is it Brian Kelly? Somebody got chewed out this weekend on the sideline. And a coach was like, hey, come here, stop walking away, be coachable.
That was LSU.
It was Brian Kelly. Did Brian Kelly call somebody an idiot, though? I don't recall seeing him say that, but I got nothing, Rob. You got anything?
No. No. I don't know.
Can we roll with Brian Kelly?
Yeah.
Let's roll with Brian Kelly.
Let's see who it is.
I like to comment on
Kirby.
Really?
internal stuff going on inside. He did talk to the team, did a great job. I'll say I should not have called the kid an idiot. That was a mistake by me. But
that was a mistake by me.
I appreciate Jake. He's a great kid. He works really hard.
So what happened was
I didn't see that from Kirby. Somebody speeding or
all this
something?
happened during the week. At the end of the old
Jake Pope seemingly celebrating with some Ole Miss fans on the field after the game. Just wanted to see if you had seen that and what your reaction to it was.
Yeah, what an idiot. Just stupid. I didn't see it till today, but he's embarrassed about it. He's upset about it. That's obviously a childhood friend of his. He grew up and played with there at Buford and knows him, hadn't seen him in forever, but just not real smart. But to be honest with you, I don't have time.
Yeah.
Kirby. Boy, I didn't see
It's
that
funny
coming
that
from Kirby.
all that happened during the week of the Tennessee game, and it kind of just went under the radar. Georgia fans were paying attention to it, but it didn't really crack the national story thing.
We got actual football games to talk about.
Who would have thought Kirby would have called a kid an idiot?
Me. All these coaches call these dudes stupid and idiots, don't they?
I don't know. Kirby's pretty good about keeping all that stuff buttoned up, though.
Kirby seems like
when you said Brian Kelly, I was like, oh, I could totally see that being Brian Kelly.
Yeah.
Kirby seems like he's not a big cusser unless he really means it.
Yeah, that's true.
Like if he's cussing, you better get out the way.
Yeah,
he did how about them
you could see
dogs?
him.
Then that's made like T-shirts and stuff. Fans loved out. Yeah, when he drops on those.
But you could see him calling people in a press conference setting an idiot.
All right, clip 5.
Good for Kirby.
Clip 5, coach says, I'm just hurting for those kids. It's been a really, really hard 2 weeks for me, and I feel awful for those older guys that have my back. And like I told them, I let them down, and it's been rough. There's crying. There's a long exhale. There's a nod, and the coach says, It's been rough.
Is it Tom Herman?
Let's roll with it, Rob. Off the draw.
Let's see who it was.
I'm just hurting for those kids.
Oh.
It's been a really, really hard 2 weeks for me. And I feel awful for those older guys that have my back. And like I told them, I let them down, and it's been.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's been rough.
The weird part about this is like there's no real answer of what's going on. Yeah, like, and there's a lot of speculation by fans in the comments and stuff, but like I haven't seen like what exactly. Some people were saying there's like a family sickness or illness,
Right.
or maybe he's sick. No one really knows exactly what's going on, but kind of weird.
Interesting.
All right.
Well, how the hell were we supposed to know that then?
Guess who's had a couple bad weeks?
Nobody knows about it.
He has a press conference. There's video of him crying on a press conference stand.
I would not have thought that this would be a statement a 7-3 football coach would be making. That threw me. I was trying to figure out like who's finna get fired out here. I was gonna guess Venables, but all right.
All right, here we go. Clip 6. I thought the final play was the ref blowing a call. That's back-to-back games now where on the final play there's been an incorrect call made. The player fell. He just fell down. No one was near him. Slipped on his own. We come up with the ball. The game's over. Back-to-back games now we've had a call made against us that was incorrect. Who said it?
Back-to-back games.
Is this you call on the last play?
Whittingham? Is this Utah's coach?
No, because Colorado beat them pretty good.
Touche. Good point.
Would it be the Louisville coach? Have they lost 2 in a row?
No, they hadn't lost 2 in a row.
Okay.
Satterfield?
Is that who it is? Satterfield?
Who's lost 2 in a row?
Brian Kelly? But
no. No. I say no confidently, but now I'm thinking about it. No. Who we got, Rob? Who else has lost back-to-back? You think it's an NFL team?
This is a good one.
Is it NFL? Can you give us a clue?
I can't give you a clue.
No clue?
No clue.
It's not an NFL team.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So we're sticking in college then.
Are we in the ballpark?
No.
No, we're nowhere near the ballpark, Rob.
Look, just roll it.
Wait, official guess is Utah's coach.
Just
all right,
roll
let's
it.
go. Oh, come on.
Stock Rivers.
Back-to-back games now. We're on the final play.
You're looking for a press conference?
There's
We're
been
looking for
an incorrect call made.
material?
The metal ball fell.
So it was the referee's fault?
He just fell down.
Well, the
Nobody
NBA
was
announced they
near
got the call wrong,
Slipped
and
on
they
his
fined
own.
Stock Rivers $25,000.
We come up with the ball. The game's over. You know, and so back-to-back games now, we've had a call made against us that was incorrect.
I also have a bonus
he
clip
switched it
here.
up on us,
I
Rob.
switched it up.
That doesn't count. That's not fair.
I have a bonus clip here.
All right, here we go.
It's not
Give
for
me
us
the
to, it's
bonus.
not to guess or anything. It's just
Oh,
fun.
okay.
I mentioned it to you guys before. There's this guy on the social media who does a Coach Prime impression.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's really, really, really good. And so I thought we should watch this clip of the Coach Prime impression.
Hey, look here, man. I got something for you today, man. See, God put me in the garden. He put me in the garden, man. Well, he said everything here ain't for you. What does that mean? Some things you gotta learn not to touch. Think about that for a second. Some things you gotta learn how to MC Hammer that thing. See, now it done got personal. Because they said I was an AI voice. Why they do that at? Why would I be an AI voice when I could just be me? Somebody tell me. Why would I do that? I don't wear cologne. My natural odor is confidence. My natural odor is confidence. Somebody gonna get that. I'm gonna be me. 21.
That guy's awesome. You should find. He's on social media. He does like a different one every week, but he nails the voice. It's so good.
That's fantastic. All right.
Since Coach Prime is a favorite of ours on.
Yeah, that's right.
Who said it?
Culture of the year? Real quick.
I'd give him a vote.
Who else will be up there?
The new rich guy in Indiana.
Signetti.
That would be mine. Signetti, Prime, 1, 2. Well, okay.
Who had a tougher rebuilding job, Prime or Signetti?
Signetti.
I mean, Indiana wasn't 0 for 2 years ago, were they?
No, but Indiana's never been good at football. Like I've seen Colorado be good at football. I've never seen Indiana be good at football.
I feel like that doesn't matter though.
Okay.
All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we will take a peek at what's coming up this week in college football. Also, the Shield, big game tonight. We'll discuss that.
Is it?
And
for the Texans, it is.
And free picks. We got that coming up. So get your free picks ready. Get your pen and paper ready to write down these free picks that we're going to give you here at the end of the show.
Can we see that white caulk one more time?
You want to
is
see?
Is he still out there?
Yeah, he's gone down the.
That caulk is going down.
Down the rail a little bit.
Let's go. All right.
Yeah. There we go.
There he is.
He's getting on the window now. Oh.
Look at him cleaning up the mess that caulk made. Good for him. He's using his finger?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my man is skilled.
He's using his finger to hold the building up. Impressive.
It's like when the dam bursts and the Dutch boy puts little fingers in the hole to hold it all together. That's what's happening there.
All right. We'll take a break. This is the Odds Couple on this Monday afternoon. We're back after this timeout on Grind City Media.
Southland Casino Hotel is helping you navigate to Santa. Win your share of up to $340,000 in free play or a 2024 Lincoln Navigator. Here Comes Santa kicks off November 24th. Get one free entry and earn additional entries for weekly Saturday drawings. Don't forget the grand finale drawing on Saturday, December 21st to win up to $5,000 in free play or a 2024 Lincoln Navigator. Win big during Here Comes Santa, only at Southland Casino Hotel.
Must be 21 plus. Play responsibly. For help quoting, call 800-522-4700.
There's no substitute for experience, the knowledge gained from having been there before, and the passion to share what you know to make everyone around you better. It's true in basketball. It's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle. Play hard. Bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by August 31st, and you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
Welcome back to the Odds Couple on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Here's Rob Fisher and Lang Whitaker.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Odds Couple Monday edition of the program. Don't forget, we're with you each and every Monday and Thursday at 2 o'clock live on the Grind City Media app and on the Grind City Media YouTube channel. You can find the show live Monday and Thursday at 2 o'clock. Mondays we recap the weekend, and then we take a sneak peek at what's coming up this week as well. And we have a couple of football games coming up on Tuesday and Wednesday. I got a couple of free picks for you for the Tuesday, Wednesday games. Everybody good with that?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Tuesday we got Western Michigan minus 6.5 at Central Michigan. Total in that one's 56.5. We're going with Western Michigan as a free pick. 4-1-1 against the spread their last 6 against Central Michigan. So Western Michigan, the pick there. And then on Wednesday, I'm going to go with Ohio plus the 2.5.
I was going to say take Ohio. I like that, Rob. Let's go.
Ohio plus 2.5 at Toledo. Ohio 4-2 against the spread in their last 6 games. So
I got a Thursday pick for you.
Oh, so there are your Tuesday and Wednesday games. And then take a look at the SEC action this weekend. There are some really crappy games this weekend. Some crappy non-conference games as well. Like Georgia and Tennessee both are 40-point favorites this week. Texas has Kentucky. That's pretty crappy. Ole Miss at Florida, kind of interesting. Kind of.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Florida just knocked off LSU. And this is a home game for Florida also.
Yeah.
So to Lang's earlier point, Ole Miss typically finds a way to lose a game like this the whole season ahead of them. They just went out. They could be in and should probably be into the CFP. This is the type of game that they find a way to lose. So that's the one I'm most excited about.
Yeah. South Carolina, Wofford, not so much.
I get that game off my schedule.
Wofford House.
Arkansas, La Tech, Missouri, an 8-point favorite at Mississippi State.
Only 8.
Alabama, 2 touchdowns at Oklahoma. And as I said earlier, A&M just 2.5 at Auburn. And LSU 9 against Vanderbilt.
Is that game at LSU?
At LSU at night.
Okay.
What happened to Vandy? They kind of fell off. Like they were so good.
I mean, they were Vanderbilt good, but they they had the loss to Texas, and then somebody really lit into them. And then weren't they on a bye last week? I feel like last week they were on a bye, so it's the loss 2 weeks ago that's still registering for everybody. I'll figure out who they played.
They lost to South Carolina 2 weeks
South
ago.
Carolina was the one that pitted.
28-7.
Yeah, South Carolina really pitted on.
At Vandy, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Tigers have a bye week this week. There is a game tonight to wrap up the weekend in the National Football League. You have the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Houston Texans. Texans are a 7-point favorite in this one. They come in at 6-4. Cowboys come in at 3-6. The total at 41.5. Cowboys underdog in this one. Dallas 1-7 against the spread their last 8 games. Houston, 7 of their last 9 games have gone under, and 5 of the last 6 meetings between these two teams have gone under as well. Houston, 7-point favorite at Dallas. Pick it or park it?
I'd pick it. I'd take Houston.
Houston?
Yeah. I think Dallas is going to hire Prime as the coach next year. Have you seen that theory?
Really?
Can Jerry do that?
And he'll draft Shador.
Ooh.
I think Stephen A. Smith floated this.
Oh, it's
Why would he
there.
draft Shador and not draft Hunter?
Or either one.
Okay.
I mean, one's his son.
Well, they got a quarterback.
I get it. Yeah, but I mean,
I got you.
Shador's an upgrade.
Deion don't care.
No, he doesn't. He's got baggage coming in his Louis, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he told him at Colorado. I still think the move is to Florida State, especially with Mike Norvell goes the rest of the year winless.
After firing those as coordinators
Yeah,
and stuff?
he's out. And Prime
And
could
they
come
just
in.
lost a quarterback.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if he goes to the NFL, he can take one of the kids. He can take Travis Hunter or Shador and not have to deal with recruiting anymore.
Do we think that's why he's in the coaching for Shador and Shiloh and to a certain extent Travis Hunter also?
Not 100%, but
Okay.
I don't think that hurts.
Okay.
I don't know.
Pick it or park it?
Pick it, Texans. Texans one of 9 teams right now, according to playoffstatus.com, with over a 90% chance to reach the playoffs. And I think that a win here would damn near solidify them as playoff team.
Yeah.
That division is so bad. Even though the Colts are sitting right there, but they just keep backing into victories, right? Nobody believes in the Colts at all. So it feels like this, with a win tonight, it's the Texans to just completely mess up their playoff chances. They win tonight would almost guarantee them a spot in the playoffs.
Yeah. All right, I'm going with the Texans minus the touchdown as well. I'm going Joe Mixon touchdown tonight for the Texans. That seems to happen week in and week out. And I'm going a hockey pick tonight.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got a hockey pick for you. Colorado at Philadelphia tonight.
Has hockey started?
Has it started? It's been going on about a
month and a half. It happened, a week before the NBA season?
Come on.
What about tonight's also U.S. men's soccer against Jamaica, trying to qualify for the Final Four, whichever cup they're in. Yeah.
CONCACAF?
It's at home. CONCACAF Cup, yeah.
Is that right?
They're playing at home tonight.
Where's home?
The United States.
Okay. My fault, Lang. I thought you knew.
Catch it in your local listings. All right.
I think it's Kansas City or St. Louis.
Yeah, and you said you had a pick?
I think Thursday night, I was actually looking at the Georgia Tech is playing NC State.
Right.
Georgia Tech's favored by 9. The thing that gets me is Georgia Tech next week has to play Georgia. So it's like the classic look-ahead game. I think they might still beat NC State. They're starting the freshman kid or the young kid, but 9's a lot of points.
Yeah.
And,
All right.
Throw it out there.
All right. You got anything, CJ?
Give me Nico. Nico 1 touchdown, plus 120.
Okay.
Nico Collins.
There you go. Free picks to wrap up the show. That's going to do it for us here today on The Odds Couple. Thanks for tuning in as we recap the weekend here on this Monday. And then Thursday, we'll look ahead to the weekend and look at all the trends and handicap all the action coming up over the weekend in college football and in the National Football League. For CJ, for Lang, I'm Fish. Thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you Thursday at 2 on The Odds Couple right here on Grind City Media.
Hey, let me see that caulk one more time, Jacob. Look at my man working.